Hi guys, it's Crystal from Homemaking on the Homestead. Welcome to my channel. So I haven't had a video out for a few days, and life just kind of came at me in a lot of different directions, and I couldn't get back to it, and I just decided, well, I guess God knew that I needed to have a break or something, so that's what I had. And then of course we had the holiday weekend, and I had family members here, and so this has kind of been like the first day that I feel like I could get back to it. And the wind's blowing, and had I known that it was as windy, I would have pulled my hair back. So sorry about that. I have to keep fiddling with it. But anyway, I am, it's just funny when life throws a lot of curveballs at you that you hadn't expected, and then just trying to figure out, okay, where do I go from there, from here, whatever. Nothing was serious, not too serious. There was a couple issues with my health that got me a little bit concerned, and I'm not going to share those right now, but everything seems like it's doing better, and I've dealt with a lot of health issues over the last several years. Well, I can't say that, because the last 2 or 3 years I've actually been doing just fine, and prior to that, though, I had quite a few different health issues that I won't go into and bore you all with that, but by the grace of God, I made it through all that, and now just, it was more like a flag, when you see the red flag, and you've got to pay attention, and so that kind of got my attention moving in a different direction for a few days. And I have a video or two that I'm working on and editing, and I wasn't able to get back to that. So I thought, well, I'm going to come down here and do a coffee with Crystal and just share that that's why you haven't seen me. And the other thing that the last few days I've been doing is kind of catching up on housework, and so then that got me thinking down the line of homemaking, housework type questions. So I thought I would throw those in there just for the fun of it, and give us something to chat about down in the comments. So one of my thoughts as I was doing my homemaking catch up was, do you like housekeeping? Do you like cleaning? I have actually known people that love it. I have known people that hate it. What end of the spectrum do you fall in there on housekeeping chores? And I would say for me, it's kind of funny how it's changed over the years for me. Housekeeping was always, a level of frustration, only because I had such a big family. So it was more, not so much frustration, but it was just something that had to be organized, had to be planned, had to be, everybody had their jobs, everybody had to pull in and help. And so there was definitely more to it back in those days. But now that it's just my husband and I actually don't mind it anymore. It's just kind of one of those necessary things that you do, and you don't think about it. And maybe that's also because I've been doing it for so many years now. I don't know. Maybe. What are your thoughts about it? And if you are like I am, the empty nest, and later on in life, how has it changed for you, or at least your opinion of it as it's changed from not having a family or from having a family to not having a family? And then I was thinking about all the homemaking tasks that we do. Do you have ones that you prefer over another, ones that are the least liked, ones that are the most liked? I don't know that anybody's ever really thought of the oh, this is my favorite homemaking chore as they're vacuuming or sweeping or anything like that. But what's the one chore that you don't mind at all doing? I think for me, it's probably making the bed. It's often what you get at the end of it that is the part that's the most enjoyable. And I've always found making my bed to be one of the things I don't mind doing, and because it instantly makes, what do they say, 70% of your room is now clean once your bed is made. And then of course, you know, things like vacuuming and sweeping, those are pretty simple. When it gets down to the scrubbing of things, you know, those are the ones that kind of drag my feet on a little bit more. And laundry was always another homemaking chore, and I did not really enjoy. Probably because when all my kids were at home, all 8 of them were at home, you know, there was 20 to 25 loads of laundry a week being done, and that's a lot of laundry. And again, it was one of those maintenance things. I had schedules, you know, my kids had each child that was able to do their own laundry had laundry days, and then there was household laundry that had to be done and all that kind of stuff. So it was one of those big organizing things, challenges, you know, that had to be done. Nowadays, I look at laundry as a super simple, I mean, it really doesn't take any effort, and it is there's actually something enjoyable about just the process of folding clothes and having neat clothes in your drawers and things like that. So I would say those are my chores that I enjoy the most. First it's gusts of wind blowing, and now it's helicopters going over. Life is like that, right? You try to do something and then you always have something come up like that. Anyway, I think then probably my least liked homemaking chore is probably grocery shopping. I used to not mind it, and now it just seems like I almost dread it sometimes. I don't know why, other than you know, I'm so used to living in the country, and my life is pretty quiet out here. I go into town and it's the hustle and bustle of people and whatnot. Maybe that's it. I don't really know, but it's always like breathing a sigh of relief when I finally get to my grocery shopping done for the week. So share with me what your homemaking likes, dislikes, chores. Do you like keeping house? Do you mind it? Do you enjoy it? Your favorite tasks? And are you a really organized homemaker? Do you have everything written down in lists? Do you just kind of stab at it when it needs it? And of course, I think a lot of that changes by how many people live in your home. So if you have kids in a family, then organized is probably the only way you can survive. It was the only way I could survive. Nowadays, other than kind of my little weekly guide telling me which room to tackle today for a little extra deep cleaning, I don't really organize or worry about that too much. All right, you guys, I'm going to cut this video off here and try to get it edited and get this out to you guys as ASAP. Try to get my other videos finished that I am that I'm working on, and I hope to get myself back on track again and keep those videos coming. So thank you for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate that. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. You know, those thumbs up really help me. The more I get of that type of stuff, the more often, in the way that YouTube paradigm works, the more often that they're shown to people who have similar interests in what they're searching for and they're watching. So those things are super helpful. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to my channel and you like my content, would you consider subscribing? That really helps too. All right, you guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.